Joomla is distributed as a compressed file and the name reflects the version number. The version number changes often to reflect small upgrades. If you are downloading Joomla to a Windows machine, click the zip link on the download page. Your browser asks whether it should open or save the zip file. Choose the Save option and save the zip file to your hard disk in a directory. Use your favorite uncompressing utility to uncompress the downloaded file. Next, you have to upload the Joomla files to your host. For this process, you use a file transfer protocol or FTP application of the kind you use to upload ordinary HTML pages to a website. Many FTP applications can upload files to a web server. To upload your Joomla files to the host server with FileZilla, follow these steps. Choose File, Site Manager to open the Site Manager page. Click on the New Site button. In the resulting page, enter the site name. Enter your FTP username and password, then click Connect. In the left pane, select the directory that contains the Joomla files you have uncompressed, and in the right pane, make sure that the host server's root directory is selected. Select all the Joomla directories and files in the left pane, right-click on your selection, and click on Upload to upload them to your ISP's server. The first step in setting up MySQL for Joomla is creating the database. To create the database in Control Panel, follow these steps. Open Control Panel URL and login using username and password. After login in Database section, click on MySQL Databases. Provide database name in the text box under Create New Database and click Create Database button. On Success page, click on the Go Back link. Scroll down a bit and create a user under MySQL Users. Provide username, password and password again, and then click Create User button. On Success page, click Go Back link. In the Add Users to Database section, select the user and database you have created and click Add button. On Success, check All Privileges checkbox and click on the Make Changes button. On Success page, click Go Back link. Under Current Databases, a row will be inserted with the user and the database you have just created. Navigate to your site on the ISP server. You see the first Joomla installation page. One of the big attractions of Joomla is that it's international, with many languages available. Select the English option. Click on the Next button. Make sure that all items in the top pane on this page read Yes. It's particularly important to make sure that the configuration.php file is writable. When you're satisfied with the pre-installation check, click on the Next button. In the license page, Joomla uses the GNU General Public, which gives you broad rights. You should at least scan the text of the document before clicking on the Next button, which means that you accept the license. To connect to the database, match the settings on this page with those in the example. To set the FTP configuration, enter an FTP username and password. This step creates the FTP account to handle all file system tasks if Joomla needs FTP access. If your Joomla installation is in the main or root directory of your site, simply enter a / in the FTP root path text box. Click the Verify FTP Settings button. You should get a confirmation dialog box. When you're done with the FTP configuration page, click Next. In the main configuration page, you can set the information about your new Joomla site. Enter the name of your new Joomla site in the Site Name text box. Enter an administrator email address in your email text box. Enter and then confirm the administrator password you want to use. Select the Install Default Sample Data radio button. Then click the Install Sample Data command button. When you complete this step, the Install Sample Data button changes to the Sample Data Installed Successfully button. If you don't install the sample data, your Joomla installation starts off blank and your home page is nearly empty. You may want to set things up this way later when you're creating sites for clients, but if you're installing Joomla for the first time, load the sample data so that you can understand the structure of a Joomla site by playing around with the various management tools. Click Next and finally click the Finish button to complete this process.